Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. Yeah, I'm wearing a tank top. It's Sunday and it's hot as hell and I'm working on my car, so deal with it. Anyway, getting the car ready for drag week. I kind of wanted to show you one of my new favorite things on the car. It's an expensive piece, but for what it's for and all that, I think it's worth spending the money. Even then, it's still kind of on the high side, but let me show it to you. It's my new harness. Previously, let me take the key out. Crazy. Previously, when I first got this car together, I was using, I'm not sure how to say it, to be honest with you. I think it's Schroth. I say it's Schroth, but I think it's Schroth. I just got these. My old ones were expired. I was using the Clubman one, which is it's an expensive brand. First off, it's NASCAR, road racing, all that kind of stuff, and most of their stuff is FIA, but they have SFI harnesses also, and they had one called a Clubman, which I had, which was SFI. And when I went to the website, I was going to try and get them recerted. I looked into it. They had a trade-in program, but then I realized that the Clubman may not be SFI anymore. But anyway, whether it is or not, I got distracted by these bad boys. They're real expensive. These are SFI 16.5, which is a higher rating than what you need for a lot of cars. 16.1 is typically the minimum. Anyway, to get to the point, the really nice thing I like about this, well, it's two things. One, it's a double shoulder belt, okay? So you've got one thing I didn't like about, I wear a next gen neck restraint, but this really probably applies to any neck restraint. This is for Hans or whatever. The idea is the main belt holds you in your body, and then this belt over here goes on top of your Hans device or next gen or whatever you use. So the nice thing about that, and one thing I've noticed on the older setups, is when I had my next gen on, yes, my neck was more stable, but I didn't feel like, I guess it made me feel slightly floaty under the next gen because the belt was going over both things, whereas this holds me tight, then this holds the next gen. And that's great. I already tried it. I'm not going to try and do this, put it on. I'll put the belt on, but I'm by myself and it's not going to happen today. I'll show you that later. The real nice thing that I like the most, and this is the #1 key point in why I feel safer in this setup than I do in other ones, is most adjusters on these, first off, they're 2-inch belts, which is 10 times more comfortable than a 3-inch belt on the lap. This is part of you know, it's legal still. The 16.5 allows it. But the nice thing about it is the buckle the adjuster is built right into the buckle, okay? So if you've ever used harnesses before, usually it's a 3-inch, it's, you know, another inch wider, the buckle's here. By the time you adjust it, it winds up in there, stuck in there. You get in the car, there's no way you're ever gonna adjust these. So you preset them, and you have to preset them on the loose side, which at the end of the day, you know, it's just not as safe, okay? So this, I'm gonna go ahead and get in and try and videotape this for you guys because I really like these. So, and this is just some cushion I had in there from my previous Ultra Carbon seat. I may race with that, I may not. The other nice thing is the submarine belt, these little stress relief right there. So let me try and put this on. All right. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this very well. I'll try. So you've got this. I'll put that in. And I'll put that in, right? So now you got this. So now you can loosen them up. Look at how nice that is. I mean, you could really yank down. I mean, maybe you don't like to be tight in the seat, but I've had a couple mishaps on the track already. At Texas Mile, I lost control at 120. I lost a wheel on this car and did a 360 and nothing happened. And of course, as everybody has seen, I was the driver in Jimmy's car when we wrecked at Bradenton earlier this year and hit the wall really hard. I was safe. I was using a same brand harness, different one. This is new, And man, I just really, like, it's so comfortable, like it's so tight. That little gap there may not seem like a big deal, but it helps. And then, you know, even all the adjusters on here, they're just super, super nice. Now, I'm embarrassed to say how much I spent on this thing. I'm not even gonna tell you. It's too much money, but I just like the design so much. I was really curious. I don't know anybody that has this kind of stuff, so I said screw it and I bought it. The car's been sitting 2 years. I figured if I would have been running it the last 2 years, I would have spent ridiculous amounts of money breaking it and fixing it and breaking it, so I saved so much money on that. I would treat myself. And now, sitting in the car with this stuff in it, man, it's just gonna make it that much that much nicer to put my safety equipment on. The key for me here is the lap belt, the 2-inch lap belt, the adjuster built right into here. As a bonus, I also got a new Circle D converter in. Let's go ahead and see how it spools up. I haven't even tried that. Okay, I had to put the hood down, start her up. Yeah, I got tons of check engine lights and everything else. I'll fix that later. Trans brake on. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. That's with no tune changes or anything. This is based off the data off of Jimmy's car. One big difference between my car and Jimmy's car is Jimmy's car had stock VCT. This has some big ass locked in cams, which definitely makes the converter a lot more challenging and all that. But Circle D definitely knocked it out for a, you know, to start. It definitely should go down the track like this, and then if we got to loosen it up some more, play with it maybe. Who knows, but this is going on drag week like this, so keep everybody updated.